Congratulations, Basil. This is your new Tiguan Allspace in black. Let's take off the cover and see what we've got underneath, shall we? And there it is. The latest model Tiguan Allspace in black, coming to you, just arrived in the country only last week, and here it is. Perfect. You're going to love this car, Basil. Now I'm going to take you through a couple of aspects around the car so you're familiar with it before you tune up. So it's going to come with 2 keys. Now, of course, like you already know, because you're a Tiguan man, you can unlock it from here and then you can lock it as well. So I'm going to lock it and we'll see the mirrors fold in. Being that it's the Allspace, slightly bigger motor than what you're used to and a lot more space. So you're going from a 5-seater up to a 7-seater. The fuel you'll be running inside this car is just inside here, and you will be running 95 in this vehicle, okay? Alright, so a couple of things you should know. The front doors are keyless entry. So as long as you've got the keys on you, tap it on the outside, and then the mirrors will fold in, the car is locked. Put your hand on the inside here, pull it towards you, and the doors open. Okay, so this is the driver's side. First thing I see is electric seats on the driver's side. All leather, by the way, with a little bit of extra light grey leather trim in there also. On the right hand side we've got our window accessories, including folding back the mirrors inside there, and then heated mirrors all the way to the right. I'll leave that on for now. We've got the exit to the boot right here, and then of course your door locks on the right hand side. We'll put that on auto for you for your lighting. Of course, I know you're very familiar with the Tiguan. You get a little bit of space in there also as well. Let's go into the back seat, shall we? So the back seat, oodles of room back here. Again, leather seats. These can move forward from the rear. There's a little handle underneath down here. And then for the backseat passengers, there's also some charging, a 12-volt charger, plus a fast charger there for a phone. There's a little bit of a space in the middle for some refreshments. Pulling this lever here will fold down the rear seats to give you access to the back. By the way, please accept a gift from us to you for buying a car from Tristram European, and we really appreciate it. Now, as I said, it folds down and then you can move the seat forward so people can step into the back if you require that. If you don't, all you do then is just you use the back seat area. We'll get into that now. Oh, by the way, there's ambient lighting through the car as well, so you'll see this little red light through there. I'm sure we can change it to other colours. Let's get into the boot now. Underneath there is your release. Of course, with the new styling, the new Tiguan branding is in the middle. Right, so we've got a release here. If I want to release these rear seats, all I do is pull that handle and fold it forward. So provided I've got the headrest down, I can fold that forward, and all of a sudden I've got way more room. Underneath here, you'll find that we've got the cover that goes over the top here, so you can hide all of your valuables. And then of course underneath, a real jack and a real tire. Now the car comes with a five-year warranty and a 5-year roadside assist. You can call the roadside assist if you require. There's a little 0508 number in the front, and then of course if I want to release the rear seats, I can also do that from these levers. Again, I'm probably telling you something you already know. I don't know if you know this, but if you want to alter the lift or the lift height for the rear door, all I do is just find my selected area, and then I push this down until I get an acknowledgement. That's my acknowledgement right there. And then that means that when the door opens, it only opens to a certain height. I know this because my wife has managed to put 5 dents along the edge up here on her car, purely because she was lifting the door too high in a confined space. Alright, now I want to remind myself I'm going to leave that at the maximum height, and I'm waiting for acknowledgement. It'll go bleep bleep. There you go. It'll always go to there. Now, we walk around to the side of the car. There's sensors front and rear. And again, it's a lovely looking car. Rear seats, ample room. Again, these move back and forth, so you can get into that. Passenger side, keyless entry. It's got electric seats on the passenger side, by the way. There's a little bit of ambient lighting through here too. Inside your glove box, you'll find your manual and everything you need for servicing. So keep that handy. And I'll just put a little torch in the back there and I'll show you where that goes. So the torch itself goes into this little compartment here. And there we go. Pop that into there and always be charging. Alright, as soon as I open the boot, it's going to turn on. We close that up. Let's go for a bit of a wander. We'll have a look inside the car, shall we? Right, as I said, you've got 2 keys. So beyond that, now you've got a digital dash in your car. And I'm just going to move the seat back a little bit. I'm going to jump inside. Now you've got heated and cooling seats in this car. So quite a difference, quite an upgrade. And I believe you'll love this car. Right, left hand side, obviously what gear I'm in. I've got controls here on the steering wheel to turn the volume up and down. On the right hand side, I've got miles per hour or kilometers per hour. I've got my fuel gauge, my engine lights, who's in the car, and then of course my temperature. Now, they're all very similar. This one's slightly different in the fact that all this new technology is now assisting your driving. So first things first, let's get into having a quick squiz through here and setting up your phone. So you're going to be looking for on your Bluetooth VW1030. Once you've set that up, then you can go into your app, and if you use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, it'll automatically request that, but please connect using a USB device. So USB goes into there, and then you can set that up just by plugging that in, and then you're away. Let's have a look through here. All right, the date and time's all set up correctly. Let's go. AM is our choice. We'll go to next, and then of course it's asking for you to do your Bluetooth. It'll ask you to do your address, and once you get into the car as well. But once you're set up, you're all good to go. You'll find your radio up here, and again, you'll know most of this. Your media, which might be a selection between, say, a Bluetooth device or not. Your phone, obviously, your voice activation, navigation's up here also, and this will take a little while just to set itself up, and there we go, it's already set. And then the car information. So the car information is really just a little bit around some of the selections that you might want to change for yourself, and at the moment it's on the swipe mode, so as I swipe past I can actually make some changes to the car. I can go into settings and have a look at my background lighting, and I can change my lighting all through the car, and I can change the color if I like, and that's depending on my driving profile. So for instance, in sport, it's going to show up a red, and it might change into another color. We're going to show you that in a second. So that's all set up for automatic. And then inside menu is going to give you everything at a glance, i.e. the vehicle, your app connect, your sound system for instance, position of where you want the music to be. If it's music you're into, equalizer, you can change that equalizer, have a little bit more bass, have a little bit more treble, entirely up to you. So that will help you set up the car, and then that's your sound system, all good to go. Right, currently, again, go back into menu, and then we can go back into, have a look at a few other settings if we want to. Well, there we go. Go into our settings there, and again we can change the date, the time, and all of that. And of course, it's not too far away. We've already had the shortest day of the year, so we'll be doing changing our times in the near future anyway into daylight saving. All right, so let's get back to the interior of the car. Left hand side's your obviously your indicator and your lights, and then on the right hand side we've got our wipers. We've got paddle shifters on the back of the steering wheel, so downshifting on the left with the minus and upshifting on the right. So if you did happen to go into manual and you wanted to say make a passing maneuver, you might pull it down one. Otherwise you might go back into say drive or sport mode, and sport mode can be indicated up on the steering wheel well, actually up on the dash. So you'll see S1, and as I pull that lever back, you'll see drive, and then if I flick it over to my left hand side, we're in manual now, and as I go through manual I can start changing gears. Because the car's not running, it won't do that for me right now. Okay, so I'm going to put it back into park for now. Let's have a look inside here. I call this my library, so I look at it and I go, okay, what do I want to see? And as I toggle left or right, I can see some changes that are coming up inside there. Me, myself, I like the driving data one, so I can scroll up and down from here, and I might want to just put up there my speed. Now just remember, if you do that, you can have a number here and you can have the same number here. So you might want to put something that's more important in there, like your assisting systems, which is basically set up for you when you're on cruise control and you're traveling behind other cars and you want to change the distance between you and them, and you're doing that through set, reset, and then up and down here to actually be able to manage that. So I'll let you do that and get out on the road, and then you'll be able to figure that one out also. Relatively simple, but really, really good safety feature to have. Now, down into the heating area, you do have heated seats. And then as I brought up heated seats, I can actually turn it to blower seats and turn the heat off. So in summertime in a car like this, you'll have cool air blowing up through your seats to keep you cool when you're driving. In the meantime, let's put a heated seat. So it's heated, hot or not. And then of course, just below that is your heating temperature monitor. Obviously blue is cool and red is hot, and I can change the fan by going through here too. If I want to see all that pop up on the screen, I can also do that by going into menu, and then I can then just alter through there and go air conditioning, and then I can see push air around the car in any direction through this system, or you're just going to do it manually through this. Now I know you're a clever man, so you should be able to figure that one out also. Again, fan speed and then your temperature control. If I want to sync it for both people, I can sync it right there. If I don't want to sync it, I can unsync it. And then I can just manage it to whoever is in the car. Also down here, you've got your parking, and then you've got your auto hold. As I said to you before, there are modes in the car. So at the moment it's set on sport, and that means all the ambient lighting will come up in red, and if I put it into normal, all the ambient lighting will come up into blue, and you'll see that through there. And then in eco, it's sort of like an aqua color, so you'll start to see it. I can see it in here now. It's hard to see, but it certainly makes some changes, and it's not that obvious. Your first service is going to be 15,000 k's from the day you pick up the car, but the car is basically ready for you at any time. Alright, so last couple of things. Plenty of space down here. As I said, you know this car very well. The difference is it's slightly bigger, a little bit more powerful, and of course plenty of extra space around for a few extra things. So please enjoy it. It's been a long journey, Basil, but we finally got there. Congratulations, and I look forward to catching up with you in the next couple of days. Alright, see you, bye-bye.